Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 15 of Dying Light 2, and a special early hello to Dr. Solid Chrome Hickey and Patikin. Patikin, I particularly want to talk to you about whatever the game show was. No, sorry, when I say game show, Summer Games Fest. This episode is being recorded round about maybe the leading up towards the end of Summer Game Fest 2023. And today, Patikin did his third day of coverage of one of the shows. Yesterday was the Tribeca one. I don't remember what the name of this one was, because I'm pretty sure that incredibly irritating 3D character model was probably already taken, or maybe not the way that they wanted to market it. Nevertheless, that's how they did it, because it had one of the most distracting and poorly executed virtual hosts that I think I've seen since an episode of Reboot. Patikin, how did you make it through that? Look, I'm coming off as extremely harsh, but Patikin, hello to Jab. Patikin, why did the virtual host of this show consist of 5 incompatible art styles? Why was that? Hold on, do you think I can walk on this? I bet I can. Nope. I really was between whether or not it would let me walk on the tarp. So, just for the record, whatever show it was today, this host that I'm describing wasn't on it all that much. I want to go over here and see what this is. However, when it was, I think it was voiced by a person. I don't believe it was voiced by an AI. I may be wrong on that point. What it was, though, was, like, the body was one character model, the clothing appeared to be another, the face was another one, the hair was clipping all the way through the shoulders. I honestly don't know what they could have done to have made it more, like, lower quality and more off-putting. Okay. I took more damage from the monsters than the zombies than I did from the fall. Okay, well, that gets us off to a good start. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. And now we're gonna have a big party. Yeah, hello to Jab, Jody K. Wow, Jody K, thank you so much for the... It's a gift sub, but thank you for being here to activate the gift sub. I really appreciate it. Okay, I caught that dude in mid-swing. I'm just letting you know. Also, okay, that was maybe a little bit close for the Molotov. Oh, something's gonna go pop. And the thing that bothered me the most with Patikin about the character model that I didn't see you... Well, hold on, I'm sure it's very loud here. Hold on. Let's just try to wrap this up. We're getting some supplies out of that convoy, or at least we will once we can stop attracting every zombie in the tri-state area. Go to sleep now. Also, Twitch is doing its little thing where it's calling her %sign Jody K. Hey, I stomped that guy's head right through his motorcycle helmet. That's some good stomping. Really. And that's some good kicking. Okay, just time out for 1 second. Patikin was saying it's been the same since they started doing that show. So Patikin, they used the same character last year? Wow. Look, a human being put that character together, I assume. Maybe it was AI generated. If it was, I would have some more things to say about it right now, but I don't know anything about character modeling, okay? I can't personally make a better character model than that, so I don't want to come off as excessively harsh. I would just have expected somebody who did have some sort of experience in character modeling outside of downloading Unity assets for free off the store could have probably put something better together. Because, like, this is some sort of like an industry trade show, right? Like, this is supposed to represent... I never, ever, ever see the spears until after it's done. In my opinion, like set aside the incredibly clashing art styles that went into creating this character. The thing, Patikin, that bothered me the most about it, because I will not call it a her, it was this Frankenstein's, like, just sort of like human centipede amalgamation of different body parts. Hello to, Lucha Freddy. Okay, and when that pops... I'm pretty sure that's the, you gotta get out of here, you've already gotten everything in this zone. Patikin, it was the hands. It was the fact that the hands barely animated at all, and yet, the character was constantly gesturing with the hands, so it just had these, like unmanipulative paws that it was, I can't describe it as accurately as it was, but I find that incredibly frustrating. Honest to God, there are... Okay. There are PlayStation 2 games that have better hand and finger animations than what this entity was doing on screen. And it's always so distracting to me. Wow. I really thought we'd find something to pick up there. This is all secondary to, like, the actual games that they showed, which was some really interesting stuff. I personally found it very funny that, for some of the time that we were watching, they seemed to be in a whole section about, like, survival crafting games, which I happen to know are Patikin's absolute least favorite genre. He really doesn't like that at all. Hello, did I say hello to Lucha Freddy? I really want to. Jody K just got home from work and then stopped to watch Spidey on the way home. I don't know which Spidey this might be. Oh, it was probably the second Into the Spider-Verse, whatever it's called. I have not seen it, Jody K. I probably won't have a chance to see it until it is, like, released on home video in some way. Sorry, I really... Oh, guys, breaking news. You cannot access... Oh, I really want to stop here. You cannot access the map while you're paragliding. I did not know that before then. Talk to Margaret the Healer. Yes. That's what we wanted to go do. That is over there. Okay. But I wanted to stop here because we've got a... Okay. Yeah, a bunch of the games look interesting. There was one that Patikin was commenting on called Demon Spore. That looks like it could be really interesting. It looks like a cross between a twin-stick top-down shooter and almost like a puzzle game. It was cool. Jab was saying that it seemed like there were a lot of survival games this year. Patikin, oh yeah, Patikin, you were also looking at something called Airborne Empire, I think it was called. And you were wondering, yeah, if I was to guess, I didn't look it up, but that looked to me a lot like a sequel or follow-up to Airborne Kingdom. So I think that you were right there. I'm just the best. I want to acknowledge, I don't know what causes that. Like when it's just suddenly like, oh, you defeated the bandits, and I haven't even seen a bandit in the last 15 minutes. Jody K has the Cinemark Club and never uses it, so has a lot of movie credits piled up. Thought about hanging around for 90 minutes and also catching Guardians, but it's a Saturday in the summer, so there are no good seats left. Yeah, I think I've shared that the theaters in our neck of the woods stopped having good seats at exactly the same time that they really wanted people to start buying tickets online. And I can't prove nothing, but when we would buy tickets online and then go to the theater, we'd go into the theater and there'd be nobody there. If we didn't buy tickets online, which costs more money, by the way, if we didn't pay extra money to buy the tickets online and just went to the theater, the first showing of the day on a movie that had been out for 2 weeks, sold out. Like completely sold out. It was weird. And after the third or fourth time of that, it started to feel a little bit, wait, did I? Son of a bitch. Sorry, I didn't realize that that's where she was. It started to feel a little manipulative. Hey, you can either pay this convenience fee or you can not see the movie at all. And by the way, you drove all the way here to realize that you can't see the movie. So it seemed to me that there was a very easy solution to that, and we just stopped going to the movies. That was part COVID, but also, yeah, okay. I'll just wait for it to come out on demand. So let's just catch up on the story here very quickly. And hello to Azric, by the way. Azric, I hope that you're having a great weekend. I am. Azric, are you going to be playing and or streaming any Diablo 4? Because I know that you have a love of those sort of like top-down ARPGs, and I think that it would be fun to see. Also, hold on. So I do have some regeneration boosters, but I want some medicines. These are very low-quality medicines. I think they're the ones that I've been picking up from the world. And do I have an immunity booster? I do not. Okay, let's put in an immunity booster. You never know when you might need one. And I didn't actually look at the story. Journal. The Peacekeepers found Aitor badly injured. Meyer insisted that I see to it that Aitor survived because Matt would want to know exactly what happened in Old Villador. Aitor's wife Patricia forbade the use of herbs from Margaret the healer to help her husband. However, Dr. Stephen insisted on using them because he felt it was the only way to save Aitor. I had to obtain the herbs from Margaret. So that's where we are. Hello, blah blah blah.
It's an emergency. Somebody there?
Who's there?
I have a man in dire need of a healer.
She's asleep.
Will she be awake soon? It's an emergency.
Always an emergency. Like the time that young woman needed a potion to induce labor, and the guy who needed a salve for his hernia, and what else was there?
Please wake her up. A man's life is in danger.
It better be. If I find out he just has a hangover, I'll wake her up, but you'll still have to wait. Haven't seen you before. How'd you know where to find us?
From the Peacekeepers.
Then you've come to the wrong healer. Get out. Haven't you all made her suffer enough? And now those renegades. There'd been a ceasefire for years. They left us alone. And then, all of a sudden, they went mad. Where were you when they were taking over the island? For the first time, we really needed you. And what? You didn't come.
They're gone. I just took care of them.
I don't believe you. You're lying. Just to get what you want. Like all peacekeepers.
Do we have a visitor, Gerard? I'll be there in a moment.
It's a peacekeeper.
I feel like this guy recorded every second line several weeks apart. So wait, I do want to continue this, but Lucha Freddy was asking if I'd seen some vids and links that he had sent over. Lucha Freddy, where is that exactly? Because I'm not sure that I was aware of that, but I will definitely want to take a look at them. Oh, wait, if it's in Discord, I may not have seen it, but I will definitely take a look at it. Because we didn't get anything in private messages. Hold on, let's do this. And Azric is going to play Diablo 4.
What does it matter? Is a Peacekeeper's life of less value?
Listen, you arrogant little shit. Your people call healers like Margaret witches. People fear healers when they could be helping people. Then one wrong move and you peacekeepers are quick to hang them. So you ask if a peacekeeper's life is worth less? It is to me. Worth less, far as I'm concerned.
Well, I'm not a Peacekeeper. I'm only trying to help one.
All the same to me.
Let him in, Gerard.
I'm just a messenger. A doctor sent me. His name's Stephen.
Doctors shun folk healers these days. Using a folk remedy would harm his reputation.
It already has. He sent me to you against the wishes of the man's family.
Gerard,
Yes?
you said there was a man. He saved us from the renegades. Is this the man?
What's your name, boy?
Aiden.
So, you are the one who saved us. We owe you a great debt. And who is the dying man?
His name's Aiden. He's a high-ranking officer.
Margaret, don't. If something goes wrong, you'll be blamed again.
But if this goes well, perhaps it's a chance to help more people.
Blamed again? What do you mean?
The last peacekeeper to ask me for help blamed me for his own incompetence, gave his wounded soldiers the wrong herb, despite my clear instructions. And several died. Blamed it all on me. I'm only still alive because Jack Matt deigned to be merciful. Decided it was a tragic accident. He spared my life, but took my eyes.
Oh, I'm not a fan of Jack Matt.
Does this mean you'll help me?
I'm out of the herbs you need, but I can tell you where to find them. You'll be looking for a flower called the recluse. It thrives in soil soaked in toxic sludge. You will be able to pick it up safely only at night, when its petals glow. But it's not enough to simply pick it willy-nilly. Only the small petals have the healing qualities. Beware of the big ones. They contain deadly poison. Can you remember that?
Small petals heal, big ones poison. I'll remember.
We'll regret this. I assure you.
Hey, Lawan, I need your help.
Sure you do. What's up?
I'm looking for an herb. It's called the recluse.
Oh, yeah. I'm familiar with it. I think those funny flowers grow by the canal, north of All Saints Bridge. That's where I'd look.
It's a lead.
And actually, I'd wait until night.
Oh, thanks.
Ciao.
Now, blah 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 has identified that DLSS is on by saying that small things like dust and birds leave a trail. I earnestly don't see it, but I mean, blah 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 is absolutely right. This is running with DLSS on, DLSS quality. I mean, blah blah blah, among other things. That makes me feel really good about the quality of the stream overall, that you're able to pick that out by watching. Like, that's awesome. Hello to Samalander. Lucha Freddy is confirming that it's Discord DMs. I will absolutely take a look. And then he also says, any game script using the phrase willy-nilly is awesome in my opinion. I like the right... Oops. Yeah, this is not going to go well. I have enjoyed the writing in this a bunch. So we have to wait until nightfall to do this next part, obviously. I have to say, though, I'm not sure that I would... If somebody took my eyes, I would make sure to feed them arsenic. Like, I would not... It would not go well between us. I don't really want to do that. That's in the other part of the world. Something big has been here. I mean, is this something that I could do until nightfall? Let's see where this is. That's the side quest. Oh, sorry, I didn't actually do it yet. You have to click and hold. And, okay, that's also in a previous part of the city. I'm not even 100% sure how to get there right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yep, and that. Hooked in the Thrill. Yeah, I don't have a grappling hook, so I can't do a grappling hook race. Okay. Talk to Jack Matt. I guess we could go do this. Although, I have to say, I don't like this dude if he's, like, plucking out eyeballs over, like, medicinal disagreements. Oh, thank you. Yes, blah, blah, blah was asking what is the price of, oops. I was trying to do the spring. What is the price of movie tickets in the United States? And Hickey has answered, the price of movie tickets in IMAX are about $25 and regular showings are about $20. Yeah, and then if you add the convenience fee, which at least for a couple of our local theaters rapidly became the only way to get seats somehow, you know, tack on another, what, like $3 or $4 to it. So, like, nah, I can wait. But I remember, like when the Sonic the Hedgehog movie came out, that wasn't with my producer. That was with my nephew. We went to see the theater, and it's like, well, this is like, hold on. This was like 11:30 a.m. on a Tuesday, because he had off from school because it was like summertime. The movie had been out for a couple weeks. He wanted to go see it. Somehow, totally sold out. Like, we arrived 10 minutes before the movie began. Totally sold out. No way to buy a ticket. And the theater parking lot, okay, the theater parking lot, completely empty. Like, empty. Sam Linder saying that around him, a matinee is about $5. And Sam Linder is also very correctly saying, it makes you wonder whose convenience it's for. Okay, we are... No, I'm not doing that challenge. Well, hold on. We've got a immunity thing that we can go do. Is this safe to do? No, it very much wasn't. This is a trampoline, not a landing spot. Oh, there it is. Tell me that guy is blowing his noise horn while currently being aflamed. I kicked him into his friend. Wow! Oh, that was awesome! I got knocked and like skidded across the pavement. I mean, it wasn't awesome for my character, but that was really cool. Okay, I would like some health, please. Okay, I think I killed them both, so now we can go get these scratches. Hello to No Oats! No Oats, I hope that your Saturdays continue to go okay. We saw No Oats earlier today. As Blobby Block said, it's a double stream Saturday. We got a chance to do a stream earlier before Samalander, and now we're gonna round things out after Patikin. No, it's saying, I feel like unless it's opening week, you have a good chance of getting a seat at any movie. Yeah, you'd think. That's, No Oats, I agree with you. You would think that. And that's why when very suddenly movie theaters where we never, ever had trouble getting seats before were suddenly and reliably sold out unless we bought them online. And again, when we bought them online, we would then proceed to see them in a theater with like 8 other people. There's a safe house over here, so I like unlocking these. This is a great way, I think, to spend the daytimes, unlocking safe houses and so forth. I am Xing so much. Okay. Okay, so I just want to note, what does it take to climb up here? Oh, now we can do it. When there's not a bomb inside arm's reach, we can suddenly do it immediately. Lucha Freddy's saying, blowing horn while on fire, hashtag multitasking. Yes, very, very dedicated to his craft, that guy. There is a house here, somewhere. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we gotta start the generator, I think. Get the UV lights up and running. Jody K is asking which chain of theaters. These were primarily AMC theaters? I think so. AMC or Lowe's, but Jody K, I'm pretty sure it was AMC. And like once or twice felt like, okay, that's a super weird coincidence. It's really weird that when we buy the tickets online, we can get them, and then we see the theater, we see it and nobody's around. But maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe it's just an amazing coincidence. And then when it keeps happening like 2-3 more times, it's like, okay, I think I see what the game is here. So there's a community event over here. I might as well go check out what it is. I can catch you. Oh, unless the zombies don't even bother you. I have to say, I did not expect that this thief would be so adroit at just dodging straight through. Like, see, that's normal dexterity. Okay. Okay. Now, let's have a chat. Bandit caught, did it? Okay. The fact that you can kick a zombie into a dude from behind and knock him down, it's moments like that that I'm just like, hooray, this game is great. Sam Lander says that's when you open up the phone, show them the theater isn't sold out online, and then ask them for tickets. Sam Lander, I believe... Now, first of all, if I was interested in being confrontational with the staff that were there, that would probably be effective. But I also believe, and I could be wrong on this, that the online convenience things would shut down within about 30 minutes of the actual showing. So I think I'd only be able to show them future showings and not... Like, ultimately, the solution for me was just don't go to the theater. Just don't go to those theaters. If they cannot be persuaded to take my money in exchange for allowing me to watch a movie at their theater, I can do something else with my time. It really is okay. I don't know how to get to this yet. It just seems to be on the other side of this building, and I...
Peekaboo, I see you. You better stay the fuck back.
No, I don't want... Hold on, I don't want that. No, I still don't want that. Okay, hold on. Can I get over there? I feel like I can with the little dash boost. No problem.
You ain't getting away.
He stepped back. That's what the zombies never think to do. I hope at some point I do get to build another katana. I mean, I like my big engine block, but the katana was just a lot of fun. Jody K saying that Cinemark is cheaper for her. Seats are roomier and more comfy, so I'm trying to... Oh, that's on the other side of the wall. And dine-in theaters don't charge a delivery fee. Yeah, for me, the way that our local theaters started operating reminds me of how Netflix has started operating. Oh man, we're not like the go-to destination anymore. We're not the thing that everybody is just like by default going to, and there's more competition. It feels like the marketplace has moved on without us, and we've failed to keep pace with all the innovations that our competitors are bringing to it. What if we started introducing greater restrictions and a lower quality experience? That will surely win everybody back. I dropped my bonus brick, but that's fine. Turns out there's some stuff to loot in here. Ish. Jam says the last time he was in a theater was before COVID. Ditto. Well, sorry. Now I can't remember. I think the last time we were successfully in a theater was before COVID. I earnestly cannot remember if Sonic the Hedgehog came out before or after the era of COVID. So this door must open up at some point because I can't find any other way into this space. And oh, hold on. There's an airdrop up at the top of this. And if I remember correctly, we want another piece of military tech because that would allow us to upgrade the paraglider again. I think that's the only thing I'm missing. Don't really know how to get higher than this, unfortunately.
What's that over there? Shit, no. Ah, hell. What's that? Ah! Are you fucking kidding me? You gotta be kidding me.
Oh! Where'd he go? I think he ducked. Okay, this guy knows his stuff. Come back. He's gonna shoot me right in the face. Yep. He earned it though. He really worked for it. I feel like you could, I could outfit as a ranger and get all sorts of, damage bonus for the ranged weaponry and just, first-person shoot this. I feel like I played so many first-person shooters in my life, and this game is very good at being a first-person, hit people with a big flaming engine block. Semlin is saying it's been a bit weird with the D&D movie, worth watching multiple times, and now wanting to see this new Spider-Verse. I also really want to see the Spider-Verse movie. That to me, that's not so much a COVID thing, that's an animation style thing. I want to be very clear, I adored the last Spider-Verse movie. Oh, really? I thought that movie was aces. The style of it, the presentation of it, I feel like would be difficult for me to process on a very large screen. I think that it's like, it feels like that animation is playing out, especially during the action scenes and stuff, at 12 frames a second. And it's very stylistic. This is not a problem. I think it might be an issue for me watching it on something like an IMAX theater, whereas watching it at home, I really wouldn't have an issue with it as well. Bobby Bly is saying it looked awesome on the big screen. Also, Sam Leonard, yeah, the D&D movie is another one that I'd like to see. I feel like Chris Pine has either really good taste in music or an agent with really good taste in movies, or an agent with really good taste in movies, because I feel like a lot of his stuff is very good. I feel like if I was an actor, I would not want to hitch myself to an iconic character that will forever be known as the work of a different and extremely memorable actor. But Chris Pine pulled off, a new version of James T. Kirk really well. There's really only one scene in the new Star Trek movies that everybody really dumped on, what was it called? Into Darkness? I liked Into Darkness. I liked all three of those movies that I saw. There was really just one scene that I was like, oh, this is really disappointing. And this was, by the way, a writing and directorial choice, not a Chris Pine choice. But I don't want to go into it. Do I? Because it's not a major story point. Here's what we'll do. I'm now going to say something about one of the three Star Trek movies, and I don't remember which one. But I'm going to say it, so I'm going to pause the game, then when I unpause the game, I will have finished whatever I was saying. So you can mute and not listen to it, and then I will say it. So, in the original Star Trek movies, there was a whole thing about the Kobayashi Maru, a training exercise that Starfleet officers undergo. It is a no-win scenario, and it is the purpose of it is to see how the cadets act when under stress and faced with impossible odds, and what their instincts are, and how they learn to deal with the idea that you can't always just charisma your way out of it. You can't just drama your way out of a problem. James T. Kirk is the only Starfleet cadet in history that has beaten the Kobayashi Maru. And there's one Star Trek movie, and I don't remember which one, where it's like Lieutenant Saavik, I think, is just asking him over and over again, like, how did you do it? How did you do it? And he cheated. Well, in one of the new Trek movies with like Chris Pine and friends, they actually show James Kirk cheating at the Kobayashi Maru. And what was annoying to me about it is that they made it so obvious, like he made it so obvious that he was cheating. He sat back, he had his feet kicked up, he's eating an apple. Like, I think that scene would have been so much better played and so much more satisfying if he suddenly like turned to one of the other trainees and said, as they always do, route the EPS conduits through the transporter and then put it out the deflector dish. And they're like, that's just a bunch of stupid nonsense. That doesn't mean anything. It's like, just do it. And then it like blew up all the Klingons. Everybody's like, what the hell? Like if he played it straight and then it later came out that he had cheated, that would have been so much better than what they actually did, which was just, it's just like somebody cheating on a test by walking in with their sunglasses on, quoting Ferris Bueller, kicking up their seat on the desk, going click, 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 and then turning it into the professor in 2 minutes flat. That's not fun. It's not charming. It's super obvious, and it completely belies the whole mythos of James Kirk having been the one that made it through, because now he's not the one who gamed the system. He's the one who was just like a super obvious cheater. It's a small element in a trilogy of movies that's otherwise very good, and I didn't like that part of it. I was very disappointed. Patikin did enjoy the movies. Jody K saying #spoilers. Solid Chrome Hickey saying this first movie, so he knows them better than I do. Patikin enjoys a lot of movies and TV shows. I mean, there's not a lot of movies that I don't like. And Sam Lynn is quoting, "You cheated, and then I changed the rules." It's the way, and which is a line from one of them, I don't remember. It's like, it's similar to having hearing so much about, what is it, the Kessel Run that's done in 12 parsecs. It's not something that you really need to see done in order to be like, okay, that's what you're famous for. And if you are going to show it, then it better be better. It has to be superior to what happened in your memory, and they made something that was substantially worse than what was in my imagination, rather. Yeah, Solid Chrome is saying the first movie of the reboot, yes. Okay, so now I will not spoil anything more of Star Trek. And people who heard the spoiler now know that it is not a major plot spoiler. It's wait, is it nighttime? Oh, it's nighttime. Hold on, we need to go to this. I didn't realize that it was getting late as I tried to make my way to the top of this building. So we want to go to... No. Wait, where is it? That's the story quest. Ator, there we go. Okay. So let's go get the... everybody knows this. I want to be very careful not to steal somebody's opportunity. How far away is this? Okay. Just because I was disappointed in something doesn't mean that somebody else deserves to have it spoiled for them. That's the way that I think about it. Hello to Estebank, who is saying Dying Light is crossplay. It could be. I don't know. That wouldn't surprise me, at least, PC and Xbox. But I'm not sure. So if that's a question, I'm not sure. Also, Patikin, I did also see what happened in your chat today. That was an interesting way for people to spend their afternoon. I don't know what prompts that sort of behavior, but I approved of the way that you dealt with it. All right, so we are close. Okay, no, he saw me, which means that he qualifies as having screamed at me. Yep. Okay, can I... Was that enough? Oh, no, I need 3 of them. Here's another one. Hi. Okay. X. Okay, is that enough? It is. Okay, let's get out of here. But like there's other things that like happen in those Trek prequel movies, or like the new Trek movies, whatever you want to call them, that I thought were exceptionally well handled. Let me just say, Carl Urban, inspired, just an absolutely wonderful casting choice. Oh, hold on. I'm just telling you that if you, like, Carl Urban in The Boys versus Carl Urban in the Trek movies, I would not recognize that as being the same person. I just wouldn't. Like, I'm just telling you, he looks like the same dude, but he doesn't talk the same, he doesn't act the same. Like, I know it's acting, but every single one of his mannerisms is different. This doesn't look like something I can do. And yet it is. I will look at chat in a minute. I do have like a hot pursuit happening here, so. It's weird that this game is both like among the most difficult to keep an eye on chat, and also one of those games that we do the most to have like idle chatter. It's really funny. Okay, this will end the chase. Okay, I never did make it to that flag area, but we'll work our way back there. Okay, so the chat chase has ended. 1 second, let me roll back. Sam Melander is saying, he's asking undiscovered country. Oh, is that the I changed the rules? Yeah, see, I don't remember. So the new Trek movie was apparently the first one. Was it really Undiscovered Country where they did the Kobayashi Maru thing in the originals? Where they talked about it? Bobby Black saying since he thought it was super unfair, I think it actually fit that he was all smirky and basically spit in their face. I feel like it would have been so much more interesting and dramatic if he had made a big show of it, of like overcoming it, like his incredible command prowess had overcome the day, rather than like just transmitting to everybody what had happened. Jab is saying being subtle implies that you were trying to get away with cheating. Being obvious would be better, though still not good. And then Patin was having a good time earlier in his chat clicking the ban button. Yeah, I just wonder what inspires that kind of behavior, personally. It's like, why not? I know you don't like it. Why wouldn't those folks want to go do any other thing with their time? Read a book, go for a walk, talk to a friend, watch a movie, play a game themselves, on or off stream. Oh, hold on. That's wait, what is it pointing? Oh, no, it's just telling me that I can go there. Hold on. I need to unmark that because otherwise it's going to be in my peripheral vision the entire time. Excuse me. Okay, so we have the pedals for Ator, and hopefully we're going to remember that the small pedals heal.
Matt will not forgive the renegades for that.
How's the patient?
He's starting to wake up. Thank you for your help. You can go.
Wait, what's going on here? You went to the witch, didn't you? To this Margaret?
Yeah, I did.
She gave me herbs that might help him. She's not a witch.
There's no such thing as witches. That's superstition.
Superstition? Witchcraft is a crime!
Please, just calm down.
What's happening?
We're losing him. Aiden, give me those herbs.
I forbid it! Keep that witch's poison away from
I
him!
can give him an injection to stabilize him, but it won't last long.
Did you tell her who the medicine was for? She killed his men! She should have hanged for that, but Jack Mack had Atel burn her eyes out instead!
What?
Did you tell her? She'll have given you poison, I guarantee it!
Aiden, give me the herbs, damn it.
I give him the small petals. I earnestly believe so Ator's the one that burned out her eyes. I'm just letting you guys know that I'm picking up on this. We're going to do it. I'm not going to let this guy die because I'm afraid of somebody that I don't know. Oh, I could also radio Lawan. No, we're going to make a decision. Small petals for healing.
How is he?
It appears the medicine is as effective as I'd hoped. He needs his rest. We should all leave him be.
I won't be far.
It looks like you had Margaret pegged. She didn't want to poison him after all.
Yes, seems that way.
How long will it take for him to recover?
Days, weeks. He's strong and otherwise in good health, so days is a likely scenario, as long as he's allowed to rest.
I'm sure his family will want to be by his side.
No, Oates was asking why was their whole thing about pedals if that wasn't a gameplay mechanic. I think it was to, like, if you reach that point and you don't know, then you could give him the wrong pedals by accident. Or, I gotta say, so also I'm in good with Ator personally. Like he and I got on just fine. I think there's a version of the story where you're not, and maybe you wanted to take this opportunity to kill him and blame it on the witch. And I also think that based on the fact that he's the one that burned her eyes out, that would give me another reason. Like, I'm letting you know that if I was Margaret, yeah, this guy would be sucking strychnine right now. Like, that's what he would have. The thing is, as far as I'm concerned, that's not on me. If Margaret has prescribed this man poison, that's her right. And if I'm the vector to give it to him, okay, I'm pretty good in a fight, you know? I'm gonna be okay. If Margaret has decided to give her the cure, well, she's a better human being than I am, and that also is her right. I'm not gonna get involved in their squabble. I was asked to go to Margaret for help. I went to Margaret, and Margaret said, do this. I came back and I said, hey, Margaret does this. Margaret says to do this. How you guys feel about that, that's on you. I did my job. Okay.
Aiden, don't...
Oh, I cut him
You
off.
know what this is? These brass knuckles belonged first to Commander Lucas. Then, they passed on to Ator. What happened in Old Villador, it can't happen again. We have to save the city, Aiden. From the plague, from the Butcher and his men. Whatever they're planning.
Okay. But over the radio, you said you have information for me.
Yes, but before we get down to that, tell me, Aiden, what do you need this database for? What does it contain?
I feel like I have absolutely no reason to not be forthcoming with this guy. Or the Peacekeepers in general. I've been getting on just fine with them.
I'm looking for my sister.
What happened to her?
A long time ago, Waltz hurt her. He took her from me. And I want him to tell me where she is. If she's still alive somewhere. That's why I was looking for the GRE command center. to access Waltz's database on its servers.
So we have a common enemy.
Meaning?
Waltz. That's the Butcher's right-hand man. He pumps his men full of inhibitors. We can get them both. I brought you here because I know that a few GRE scientists are hiding out in the city. We picked up the trail of one of them right before the renegade attack.
Sounds promising.
When I find a scientist, we'll see what they know. If they are of no use, we'll find another and another until you get the answers you're looking for.
Why are the former GRE in hiding?
They're afraid of the wrath of the people. People angry because the GRE spread the infection.
So it's true. The GRE brought in the virus.
Who else? They say they performed experiments in their bases. They brought in containers from Haran at night, in secret from the government. And then everything collapsed. In revenge, people captured the scientists and hanged them from lampposts.
And killed the only people who had a chance of finding a cure.
There is no cure and there never will be, Aiden. That's GRE propaganda.
Fine. What do you want in return?
What do you think I want? Maybe the same thing both of us want? The city has electricity again. The renegades are on the attack. For the first time since the war ended, they attacked our outposts in the city center. But new possibilities have opened up for us as well. Thanks to the electricity, we can fire up the biggest antenna in the center, on the VNC tower spire.
What, you want to defeat the Butcher using radio?
In a way. The signal will let me reach a larger number of people. Communication between settlements will be improved. We'll enlist more recruits and defend the city. And then it will be easier to find the surviving GRE doctors you need.
I'll do my part. But what guarantee do I have that you'll help me after?
You don't trust me, Aiden?
I haven't been here that long, but I can already tell that kept promises are rare in this city.
If we don't find any of the GRE scientists, I promise I'll get Waltz for you.
Okay, I'm in.
Good. The Butcher attacked for a reason. I want to make sure this city is safe, no matter what.
You all right, sir?
Maya will share our plan with you. Go see her as soon as you can. Oh, and Aiden. You don't have to call me sir. To friends, I'm Jack.
Okay. Jack?
This is going to be one of those... Oh, wait, that's Jack Matt? Wow, okay. I thought Jack Matt was somebody we hadn't met yet. We've met this guy before. And literally, I was just about to say, this is going to be one of those games where beyond a certain point, I'm really going to have difficulty keeping up with all the characters by name. Like, Aitor has a very distinctive name. And now, hopefully, I'm going to remember Jack Matt. We've also got Lawan. Like, I mean, that's Rosario Dawson, so she's going to stand out in a room. Oh, Hakan. We know that guy. Hakan? Oh no, am I missaying it now? Oh, and Jab is saying that he has to say that if he had to... I think I've got some stuff in here that I can sell. Oh my god. So, yeah, is there a... Okay, there's a trader right there. I've got so much trash right here. Yeah. It's not that I need the money, it's just I don't want to have this garbage. Oh, you can't jump in here. Building up forever. Jab was saying that based on what he learned that Ader did, he probably wouldn't have done anything for him. The way that I'm role-playing... There's a version of this story, Jab, where I very much agree with you. The way that I'm sort of role-playing our version of Aiden is... His goal is to find Mia. This is a level 6 something, but it's a level 6 white something, so I think we're just gonna let it go.
I'll take that.
The way that I think... yeah, this is trash.
Thanks for selling me your spare.
All this rank 1 stuff for sure. This rank 6 blue axe. I think we might hold on to that. I don't want to sell the bow. We got a purple machete. Yeah, let's sell nailed stick.
Glad you offered me that.
Plumber's choice.
I appreciate your
Let's go back upstairs and clean out the rest of that. I kept picking up weapons, thinking that someday I would need them. Like, oh man, my last weapon broke. This doesn't seem to be that sort of game. Yeah, my Aiden is very, 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 very pragmatic. He's not neutral. Like, he knows that he has to choose a side, but the side that he's choosing is his own. It's what do I think is my best path to get forward? And so far in this game, I feel like the Peacekeepers have been more amenable to working with him. So that's where that's coming from. And then in this specific case, my thought of it is... I don't know why it wouldn't... This is weird. Okay.
Just the treasure I was searching for.
My main thought on it is what I sort of said earlier, which is... There was some bad shit that went down between Margaret, Jack, Matt, and Aiden. And you know what? That's not my problem at all. Oh my goodness, Czar, thank you so much for the resub. 3 months already. I really greatly appreciate it.
Enjoy your treasures.
I was saying to App when he raided over, I think just yesterday, I have not been able to hang out in his God of War Ragnarok streams because I haven't played it yet, but breaking news, we did wind up picking that up on sale. I don't know that it's going to be the next thing that I wind up playing, but we'll have that available as an option moving forward.
Matt told me to see you.
Yes, he wanted me to give you this. A little reward for helping us Peacekeepers. A UV flashlight. Could come in handy.
Thanks. He said something about a plan?
The VNC tower. Now that the lights are on, we can use the TV antenna to broadcast our call for mobilization. But first, we need to get to the top. And that's a long road. What do you want to know?
Tell me more about this radio station on the tower.
It's the tallest building in Villador. It was once a symbol of the city's greatness. Now, a symbol of its fall.
Why do you say that?
That antenna could bring the city together once more. But anyone who goes up there trying to fire it up, guess what happens?
Nothing good, I bet.
Damn right. The city's potential shining beacon is a death trap. We're hoping it'll be different this time. We're gonna light it up with UV lamps.
What makes it so dangerous?
A volatile nest inside, so we think. It's the biggest dark zone around. Once, Night Runners tried to take it over. They wanted to use the antenna to connect all the separate groups of survivors, give the people some hope. But they never even got close to the antenna. And in the end, the Night Runners were wiped out.
Wait, wiped out? You mean every last Night Runner?
That's the problem. Frank had it all carefully planned. But for his plan to have worked, he'd need everyone. All hands on deck.
And that didn't happen?
Not everyone believed in the plan. So there was a rift. Frank thought they'd come around in time, but not everyone came around after all. The plan went to shit. It was horrifying. Those who heard the Night Runner's screams on the radio that night still have nightmares about it.
What happened to the group that refused to join the mission?
Split up, drifted apart. Whoever led the descent was branded a traitor. And the Night Runners faded into a shameful memory after that. We shouldn't waste time on the past. We need our heads in the game, here and now.
In the spirit of keeping track of the different characters, Frank is the big, shirtless, drunk guy that Lawan told us to, took us to meet like 2 episodes ago, right? Like, that's the guy? He's just like constantly soused and like living in the past, has a very volatile temper. Is that the guy that I'm thinking of?
Okay, let's get going. Are the lights in place?
They would be, if Juan from Supplies would just do his job for once.
I take it that he didn't.
He's been playing hide and seek the last few days, and he's late. Getting on my nerves. So look in on Juan first. See what his deal is. And when you do find him, kick him in the ass. Tell him it's from me. Go.
Wait, UV flashlight? Yeah, that sounds really good. UV flashlight. Just, by the way, before I read this, Czar is saying that he's beating, I think it's he, beating Midnight Suns tonight. Czar, I hope you have as good a time with the finale as I did. The final mission is it's a doozy, but I really had a very good time with Midnight Suns all the way through. That game's awesome. You've received a UV flashlight. It allows you to repel and weaken all infected, especially virals and volatiles. To use the UV flashlight, equip it with left D-pad, then hold it with left trigger to use it. Keep an eye on the flashlight's power. When it reaches 0, you'll have to wait for it to recharge. Keep infected within the UV light until they fall to the ground. This makes them vulnerable for a few seconds. Use that opportunity to attack. So I haven't been beating up on volatiles because I was a coward. It didn't occur to me that I couldn't do it at all. It's just every time they came near me, I was dead. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna run away then. This is fine with me. If you can't beat them, flee them. But it turns out that you needed a special tool to weaken them. Okay. I will need to remember to do that. Let's keep the knives handy, I think. Also, Jab does not approve of this Night Runner plan. It does look like there's another quest somewhere. It is below me. Okay. Hopefully it's below me. Sorry, I'm trying to find this. Nope, you still can't jump. Sorry, I'm not trying to not talk. It's just the exclamation point. Is the person underwater? Like, this is where we go out. I know that. What I'm trying to find is... Oh, see, now it's above me, I think. Based on the arrow that's pointing there. Okay, hold on. We're on board. Is this called the Molly? Do I remember that correctly? The Julia? It is 1 meter away. You guys, it's 0 meters away. My god, they're coming through the ceiling. The quests. So I'm gonna leave because whatever quest this is supposed to be, I am not finding it. See, and now it says 22 meters over that way. This is extremely weird. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Whatever this is, I'm apparently not meant to find it for now. Delta 56, hello to you, is saying that this game has a lot of issues with things like that.
Rainer.
You don't appear to be on a schedule.
It's urgent. The commander sent me.
So Monsieur Jacques sends you?
Jacques?
Jacques Mat. Monsieur Reina is not here. I can take a message.
No, I need to talk to him in person. Where is he?
Unfortunately, I can't help. Monsieur Reina's whereabouts are no one's business. Wait if you must. Anything else?
We need Grumpy in here. I need him to rate this French accent on a scale of 8 to 10.
Oh, wait, but you're no fun. What about your boss? What's he do for fun?
Monsieur Reina is well known as a connoisseur of the finer things in life. Food, drink, and pretty much anything that walks on 2 legs.
Is he near any of these so-called finer things right now? Maybe I can drop in on him there.
Nice try, but no. I won't say.
Matt's not gonna be happy.
Juan is not particularly concerned with the little major's feelings. Do come again.
In the Juan?
Aiden, getting settled in the city?
Working on it. Amira and Jack sent me to Supply. Interesting bunch. Not like any of the other PKs I've met.
That might be because they're not PKs, Eagle Eye. Business is their true faith.
I see. Anyway, I can't track down their boss.
Juan? He likes to make himself scarce. Probably lurking around the fisheye.
The canteen?
The slick bastard's even got his own table there. Bribes the cook to bring him off-menu goods. He lives like the fall never took place.
I'll look for him there.
Good luck finding him. And good luck if you do find him.
I feel like I really wasted this entire night. Like, there was so much stuff we could have done out in the world, and instead I spent it in conversation, which is, it's reflective of my decisions. Like, I'm not complaining about where the game led me. I could have gone off to do other stuff. But now we'll have to wait until tomorrow to go do, like, a volatile nest or whatever. Czar only needs to max out friendship on 4 of the characters. Yeah, Spider-Man I got. Wolverine I got. But the other two I did not. The DLC characters.
Hey, so there's this thing.
Actually, no. Deadpool I think I did get. I take that back.
But what can I do if it's not enough for me?
Yeah, maybe someday we'll find that exclamation point and maybe we won't. You know, I like doing as many side quests as I can find, and if I can't find them, then I don't do them.
Better get inside the ship, civilian. City's not safe at night.
Don't let the selection dazzle you too much.
Upgrade. So, I think I've been using the regeneration boosters more frequently, so I think that I would like to upgrade my regeneration booster.
You recognize the PK's best stuff, don't you?
And then the immunity booster. The thing is, I have like a lot of really good immunity boosters. But let's do this anyway. I want to sort of like spread my upgrades fairly evenly. I don't want to get overly... Oh, no. See, okay, so this is what I need the military tech for. That's why I want to go find the parachute, because then that would be one. And, so we could do an upgrade for the UV flashlight. I can afford this right now, but then I won't have enough to do the paraglider. I know I want the paraglider upgrade. What would this give me? More maximum energy. Well, hold on. Does it say? It doesn't actually say. Let's assume more maximum energy, a shorter reload time, larger cone size, and so forth. I'm going to wait. I would like to do the paraglider first. Like, basically, I've been going okay without the UV flashlight so far, and I know I'm going to need it for the volatiles, but I really want the... What's it called? Upgrade. The paraglider upgrade. This way. Now, well, Czar might be playing the game now. I was going to ask, they just did a June update for Midnight Suns. It is the first update that has come out now that, like, we finished our playthrough, but one of the specific things that it addressed, apparently there were some problems with New Game Plus stuff not firing properly. So once again, I feel accidentally really smart about not... Yeah, we can't even get this started. It's 4 a.m. Nuts. Well, we could try to do this house. Night Rider's hideout. Or this house. So the trouble with this one is it looks like it's up on top of a building, but let's look at it, because you never know. What the end of that sentence was, I feel accidentally really smart.
What's up?
I wanted to officially thank you. Aiden's back on his feet. If it wasn't for you, he'd still be in a coma. Or worse.
I'm glad he's better.
Me too. Only he knows what happened in old Villador. And soon, thanks to you, I'll know as well. Over and out.
I'm again sharing my strong suspicion that what we're going to learn from Aitor is that what happened to him was done by Aiden. Please, if you are familiar with the game, please do not spoil this. But based on how that whole scene played out, that's what I think we're going to learn. So the fact that in-game Aiden is so oblivious to his own, what I believe to be his culpability here, is just great dramatic tension. We're rescuing the life of the guy that I believe we damn near killed in some sort of like a zomboid rage. Oh, Zara's saying that it also added more options to New Game Plus. Well, I feel like I could just take this zip line, or whatever we're gonna lift, all the damn way up.
The Butcher's our greatest enemy. He's responsible for the Black Monday bombings and the death of
Oh, wait, is that building it? Yeah, I'm at the whole damn wrong building. Let's see what this is then, since apparently I'm very close to it.
Pilgrim, we spotted specials in the neighborhood. Keep your eyes peeled.
A parkour challenge. Eh, we'll do a parkour challenge later.
Chances against Frank are pretty good. But now, I'm not so sure.
Oh, hold on. This is a rooftop garden. I want more, healing crafting. Yeah, Midnight Suns was a great, like a really enjoyable, like one of the best games of the year, honestly. Style, fantastic experience that also had some instability along the way, and I can only begin to imagine how much more unstable it might have been in the months before I decided to play it, because I didn't play it right away at launch. So I felt pretty good about having waited until it was, and even then it was being consistently fixed, you know, live while we were doing the playthrough. We would get patches and stuff for it. Now the fact that they're like continuing to patch up, I guess, things that aren't functioning properly in New Game Plus. One of the main reasons I'd want to do New Game Plus, I mean, beyond the fact that it's just a really great game, is to get some of the achievements that didn't fire. And if I were to go all the way through New Game Plus, only to discover that once again, I did not get those achievements because of a bug, a different bug, wouldn't necessarily be too happy with that. Okay, so there's a screamer over there. Oh. Yeah, hold on. I'm not feeling this street fight. Oh, what? Seriously? Okay, go up. Also, I did see when Samalander was saying, I feel like Angel's less afraid of chases than he was before. Well, Angel has a lot more health and stamina than he had before. Oh, and like nighttime immunity. So I'm not constantly teetering on the precipice of death, even when there's not a chase happening. Okay, so we figured out what was here. It was Night Hollow. Oh, they're still screaming down there. Okay, well, let's just duck in here. And the sun's going to be up in, like, just an hour. So is there anything at all that might be worth trying to do during this time? Not really. I still wouldn't mind... Hold on, where is it? Right there. So one thing that came up in Mia's chat, Mia did her VR stream earlier today, and one thing that came up in chat, because Cara Luna was there, they have kind of accidentally, oh, hi, kind of accidentally revealed what had long been rumored, and there's been previous leaks about it. I don't know if there's some, like, PR person at Atlas USA, Atlas Japan, who just isn't very good at their job, or if they are running a very sort of clever marketing campaign to make sure that there's a lot of word of mouth around the development of a full-on remake, not a remaster, a full remake of Persona 3. This is very good news for me, because Persona 3, I feel like everybody who enjoys Persona has, like, their favorite, which is, I think, likely to be correlated with their first. Persona 3 was my first Persona game. I like it in a way that goes beyond the actual quality of the experience. And I completely own that. Oh, we're not going to do this. Ugh, no. That's conceivably possible, but I need to do it a lot better than that. I've shared this on stream, I think, before. Persona 3 was exactly the game that I needed to play at exactly that period in time. It was an incredibly memorable experience that I got a lot out of, and I feel extremely, I have a lot of, like, jump! Yeah, see, there we go. A lot of affection for those characters in that particular storyline. So, don't get me wrong, I like Persona 4, and I had a great time with Persona 5. Like, these are really great games that I enjoy a lot. But Persona 3 is always going to be the one that feels a bit like coming home. And for them to have finally... Because I'll say this. I didn't think that Persona 3 Portable was very good. I did not like the menu system where you weren't walking along the world. You were instead, like, navigating through a... Okay, so we've heard tell of a grappling hook. I think I need a grappling hook to hook onto that, because there's no other way to go over there. So I'm going to stop doing this because I can't get up there and I can't get over there, which is obviously where I'm supposed to go right now. So, yeah, we'll head off to a different location. Let me unmark this. But what happened is, I believe it was a Japanese Atlas account, and it's like their Instagram account or something. I'm trying to remember exactly what the circumstances were, but this just happened this last week. Accidentally, quote-unquote accidentally, put up full-fledged trailers for Persona 3 Rebirth? Is that what it's called? No, that's Rebirth is Final Fantasy VII. It's a Reloaded. I think it's called, like, Persona 3 Reloaded, but it's got footage, and yeah, it's a full remake, like, new graphics engine, very evocative of the original, but with a fidelity that's more in line with Persona 5, if not better. The question that I would have is...
Are you kidding me? Something's off. Will you look? Ain't gonna end well.
Well, okay. I tried to do it quiet. Oh, man.
Ready for this?
Come on. The thing is, I kind of want them all to come out. Like, I want the alarms to go off. My big issue with the bandit camps has been, I can't find the last guy. Remember the one that we spent, what was it, like 2 or 3 episodes again? I spent like an hour going all over the place, looting every last thing in the entire base, and could not find the second of 2 lieutenants. Jody K is turning the volume down to 3% while lurking and constantly has to mute the tab and unmute to keep the volume down. Wait, is that happening here, Jody? Because usually in the Twitch player, the volume remains constant, but there could be variations depending on what's happening in the game, I suppose. There was one other thing, and Atlas then immediately pulled these trailers down, so they're no longer available, but they were obviously captured by people, because nothing ever happens on the internet that isn't recorded by somebody somewhere. So I did get a chance to see the trailer, this was something, a Persona 3 remake had been, when I say rumored, I mean, there was some, like, internal Sega PR video that got leaked that showed a very high fidelity, like, one of the characters in, like, in the Persona combat situation, and people are like, oh, no, well, that could be fake or whatever, but somebody else, no, get down. Okay, I was worried I was, like, clipping through geometry there. Somebody else pointed out that in order for that to be fake, you would need to design the character model, then animate them, then animate and put together a convincing replication of, like, one of the memorable areas from Persona 3. I don't want to give away too much details because this remake is potentially going to open up Persona 3 to an entire group of people that have maybe heard of it but not played it, so you're not going to hear any spoilers from me. And that was like within the last year, I want to say. So this is the second major leak of this. Atlas is currently doing their whole no comment. We don't comment on rumors and speculation. But according to that video, that in development, like, trailer video, Persona 3 Reloaded, if that's what it's called, it's Persona 3 something, is due out next year, 2024. Patine's saying that must be Twitch because he doesn't have that issue. So, Patikin, of the things that you saw today at the show, was there anything, and this goes for, like, Jab, you were saying that you recognized a lot of like, survival games. Was there anything, like, to me, the one thing that I saw was like, oh, that actually looks really cool, was Demon Spore. It reminded me of the first time that I saw, what's it called? Darn it. The game where Carrion, right? Was that, Carrion was the game where you play, like, the big, like, horrible thing blob? This looks like, I'm not saying that it was, I'm saying that it looks, based on, like, the style of the monster and stuff, like it was developed by a similar team. Okay, are there any lieutenants around? Can somebody introduce me to your boss, please?
Over here, jackass.
Where? Over where?
Ready?
Somebody is shooting arrows at me, and I'd like to make his acquaintance.
Come on, jackass. Come get some.
Does anybody? Oh, there he is. Oh, he was talking so much smack, too. Jab was saying there were a few games yesterday, but didn't see anything today. I feel like this is exactly the same place we were before, because I remember trying to get up to that, and I couldn't get there. Yeah, 1 of 2, eliminate the lieutenants. Gosh darn it, this is the same place I was before. I feel like I came while this guy was using a vacation day. Summerhill was Day of the Devs, I think, says Patikin. Patikin was saying the early ones, the earlier showings that actually had gameplay. Was there anything that stuck out for you, Jab? Like, among those? Like, so up at the top it shows dangerous area, and if I hold in, eliminate the lieutenants. So if I go upstairs, we're looking for, like, when I exit dangerous area, means that I've now wandered outside the zone where the lieutenant can be, I think. And does anybody know, is it possible for a zone to get bugged in such a way that, like, one of the lieutenants just spawns inside of the floor or something? You can never ever get to them. Can I loot this through the... No. No, I can't loot that through the grate. Patikin added more than Summerhill. Not sure if you read it. I did not. Patina added On Guard, Enchanted Portals, Spirit of the Samurai, and Summerhill to the wish list. All of them except Summerhill was from Future Games? What is FGS? I feel like I should know this based on the conversation. Dangerous area. I don't want to go up to get the... To try to get the parachute, because we tried that before, and it didn't go well. Is there just like a yell button? Jason! You would really think the lieutenant would have some friends with him. Like, he wouldn't just be hanging out. Okay, I'll take some medicine. Future game show, said Patigan. So, Patigan, what's the next show? What's the next thing that they're going to be showing off? And if you guys are not, like, checking out Patigan's stream, he puts up the whole thing. He's not like one of those streamers that like needs to fill every last corner of it with conversation, but he'll sort of like share his thoughts between when the presentation is happening. Yeah, dangerous area. No, sorry. I'm getting confused. And we all just heard somebody say something, right? Like, yeah, I hear him. Hold on. Hi, are you a lieutenant? Are you a lieutenant? Okay, I mean, he's got to be pretty dead, right? Yeah, he's not moving. Okay, that sounds like a lieutenant. Only somebody with like a couple bars on his shoulder is gonna go around going, ha 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 ha.
Are you kidding me? You shouldn't be doing
That kick never ever stops being a good time. Lieutenant!
Order up!
Okay, you got me. I'm looking for somebody. Oh, we did it. I was just about to say I'm looking for a guy with a health bar. And he either had one or he didn't. Maybe he didn't, it was very short. So, establish a safe zone. Could you... Hold on. No. Yeah, this is still active. So... Establish a safe zone. This must be... Wait, 90 meters that way? Okay. Jab is saying PS5 and PC is tomorrow. Jab is saying PlayStation already happened a few weeks ago. It's Xbox now. And then Jab is saying you're right. What did PlayStation show a couple weeks ago? I'm sure that when you guys say it, I'll remember. But right now, I can't really remember a lot of people talking about it. Establish a safe zone. I do want to acknowledge that for, like, it doesn't always work 100%, but in general, the waypointing in this game is very well done. Oh, I forgot. I didn't get a chance to ask Azaric, what character he might play in Diablo. I feel like I've seen a lot of necromancers, when I've seen it streamed, but I've not wanted to see too much of it.
Crawl from the island. I hope Matt knows what he's doing.
Wait, inhibitor detected? Is that... Okay, it seems like it's above me, given the fact that I get closer when I jump. I'm gonna say that trying to climb this building is probably like we tried to go up there. Well, it does say 300. I feel like we tried to do this though, and I hit a wall. Like I reached a point where I couldn't progress. But let's look, because then again I also wasn't able to get the lieutenant last time, and this time that went okay.
Inhibitor container detected.
Besides, maybe we'll get the inhibitor container. Oh, you know what movie we might get to watch soon? Werewolves Within, which is somehow a Marvel movie. I don't think it's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, though I could be mistaken on that. So, I can't jump at this. No, I need to jump to it from there, and then we can climb that. So how do I get up one more level, do you think? I'd go across there. Yeah, this would work. I realized mid-word that if I could just do it, it would take a little bit less time. So, this is the sort of thing that would kill me, but Aiden can do it okay. There we go. And now we just go across. Zara is saying, by the way, they made it possible to mod legendary cars in Suns now. Oh, really? Also, who is your go-to hero? Mine is Nico. Her Crack in the Sky ability is pretty much a board wipe. Iron Man is a good alternate for me. Iron Man is super good in that game. I mean, there's no character that I didn't like, which I think is really saying something with a cast like that, and like the variety of different cards and abilities that you can be interacting with. But let's see, like, that was a lot of likes. I'm trying to think. I really liked the way that Iron Man's like just skill set was put together, because it played into the whole like Tony Stark is coming prepared, and if you give him a moment to think about it, then he's going to have a better idea. And I thought that was shit. I thought that was really inventively communicated through the gameplay mechanics of allowing you to like redraw his cards. This is so stupid. Oh boy. Sorry, when I say that's so stupid, what I mean is like the thing I'm trying to do, I honestly think that I'm going to fall to my death, because I'm going to run straight up a vertical wall and then pivot to the right and jump. And by God, the controls in this game not only make it possible, but they make it feel like it was the most natural thing in the world. Yeah, I want to get up there. I don't feel like I can climb these cables. No. I might be able to scrabble up this, though. Oh, come on, though. Grab... Dude. Reach your hands to either side of the cable and grab that wall thing. No, he won't. But I might be able to, like, jump up and then do a wall bounce. Oh my God, that worked. God damn it, this game is good. There's nothing above me. It's like, as soon as you think maybe I can do this, the controls are like, oh yeah, that's what you wanted to do? No problem. Azric says, I know you'll like this. I watched Into the Spider-Verse again. Such a great movie. I'm planning on seeing Across the Spider-Verse next week. I've only heard really good things about it. Yes, same here. Like, Azric, Jody, who may currently have us on mute, she, I think, just saw it today. And I didn't want to get too much information about it. Now that the sequel is out, can I share what was, like, there were a couple things in Into the Spider-Verse that were so well delivered. And I'm always hesitant. You know what? I'm going to, again, let me pause, and I'm going to say not a major spoiler, but I'm going to say something about Into the Spider-Verse here. So just 1 second. When it unpauses, you'll know that I'm done. My favorite line in the whole thing is, okay, one piece of good news, we don't need the monitor. I love that line so much. Oh, it was so perfectly delivered. I love it. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody else, but holy shit. And hello to Crow. Okay, we're done saying anything about Into the Spider-Verse. Hello to Crow. Crow, I hope that you're having a great Saturday. I hope that App is having a great stream. I put up App Nilla supporter there in the stream chat. That was one that I added because I can't watch his God of War Ragnarok. But oh yeah, Crow, if you're just coming in, App Nilla and the fact that I cannot watch his stream of that inspired us to take advantage of the sale that's happening. Can I climb this? I really don't want to fall down this. I do not know if I can climb that shaft. That looks a little bit slender. Patikin is saying that God of War Ragnarok is such a great game. Crow is saying that he's loving it. I'm glad. Like, I didn't get a chance to see as much of his Resident Evil 4 streams. Okay, if I can climb it, this would be a safe way to test. No. Yeah, I just slide down. So, how do I go up from here? There's no way around. Oh, like, yeah, his Resident Evil 4 streams, he seemed, on the whole, a little lukewarm towards Resident Evil 4, with a heavy emphasis towards, like, feeling irritated by Ashley. Which I kind of feel is how you're supposed to feel about Ashley, but I'm not sure. There's something I'm missing here. It didn't let us get this high, and now it's saying, like, this window's open. I could jump down there, but I feel like I've already been down there. Maybe I haven't. Maybe you gotta go down to go up. Besides, like, I could get back up there real easy if I needed to. No! Look, this is actually the same area that I was... No, this is just down. This is where I did the wall jump. That gets me one level higher, but no more. We're so close. And, like, this is not a grappling hook thing, because I don't see any of those, like, I don't know, little satellite dishes or whatever. Harmonious Square is saying, he said she was the most irritating side character he's ever played with. Wow! Ashley was? I haven't played the game, I've only watched it in bits, so I might be wrong. Zara is saying, yo, you know that's Ashley. Thank God she's not as bad in the remake as in the original. Yeah, I remember in the original. You guys, I don't know. We've got a variety of, like, wall runs and stuff, but I don't see how any of them help us get up higher from this. Bang my head on that, like the broken glass. That's not a way to go. The drop ceiling. We can't open this door. We can hide under the table, but that's not very helpful. If I try to jump against this wall, but yeah. Oh my God, you guys, I think I know what it is. I think we have to do a Super Mario wall jump. I think we need to jump between, oh my God. I'm gonna die so many times doing this. Shit. Okay, well, let's try it. No! So it turns out that you cannot Super Mario wall jump. It's not actually a thing in this game. Respawn. Patikin has not been able to see very much of... Oh, we are hell and gone from where I was. Yeah, let's go do something different with our time then. What coffin have I respawned into? Okay, here we go. Oh, actually, we're still in the big building. Let's do something else, though, because I don't want to go all the way up there and then just get caught and die doing the same thing. Let's continue with the story quest that we were doing.
Fine, doesn't matter.
Angel found gravity. Indeed, I did. Yeah, I thought that you could, like... I mean, it's obvious what I thought. That you could do like a bounce between the two walls and get up that way. That they were going to be close enough that you could do like a Ninja Gaiden up them. And no. As fanciful as the movement physics can be in this, in the spirit of more fun gameplay, it turns out that there are limitations. Also, I spent so much time doing that I'm gonna have to refresh myself in the journal about exactly what it is that we're doing. I know that we're off to get somebody that soldier said, hey, give him a kick in the ass from me, because he's like off duty. We're supposed to do the whole like turn on the radio tower. I'm just trying to remember what this dude's name is, because it's not Frank. He's at the canteen. Hold on, before we go in here, just look at the journal. Juan Raynor. Oh, is it Juan? He wasn't in his office, but I'm to look at him in Frank's canteen. There we go.
Hey, keep that ass in the chair.
I earnestly thought this person was fondling a mannequin head when I walked in.
At last. I don't have to send it back again.
Okay, we're just gonna let them have their time. And I didn't go to the right place.
Oh, you gotta try it.
Juan Raynor?
You lost, man? We didn't call for a waiter.
I've got orders to find you from Meyer and the commander. And my name's...
I know who you are, Aiden. After that bang-up with the renegades, half the canteen wants to name their most precious offspring after you. Including Vinny here. But you interrupted our meal. State your purpose in one sentence, then please, make yourself scarce.
Oh, you know perfectly well why I'm here. The UV lamps. Meyer says you owe the Peacekeepers a delivery.
And you think your barking will make an impression on me? The lummox-in Chief Jack thinks he can send his terrier, and everyone will wet themselves in terror. But what can I expect? He can't tell the difference between champagne in a crystal chalice or water from a dog's bowl. He hasn't an ounce of refinement. Isn't that right, Vinny?
I don't know.
Don't be afraid. It's not like Jack is gonna march in and have you hanged. At least not now. Ah, Vinny. When will you grow a spine? You want my attention, Aiden? Show me you deserve it. What can you offer me?
Discount rates on tooth removal. And hello to Tan Crowd, who's asking how far along are you? I'm in the 2nd city district. I have a wingsuit and no grappling hook. And the only reason that I know about the grappling hook is that it's come up in the control scheme a couple times. Okay, ask Juan for help. He's not going to help me. Convince Juan it's worth his while to trust you. Sure, why not?
Look, I could help you out as easily as I'm trying to help Matt.
I don't doubt that. I've heard you were a pilgrim, but you're new here. Smashing the skulls of a few peasants doesn't mean everyone wants to lift you up on their backs. You have to be more subtle with people. Everyone has their own desire, their own price. Your pitch just isn't working for me quite yet. Try again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to ask him. I don't, like, if this dude knows that we want help, if he was liable to give his help by being asked, if he's a sort of person that would do that, then you wouldn't have to ask him, because he already knows why we're here.
How about a court-martial? Matt can do that, right?
A court-martial? You have no idea who you're talking to, do you? Who would hash out the contracts with the suppliers? Who would feed the army, provide it with weapons and clothing? A week without me, and the Peacekeepers will be left with nothing. Supply is everything. Try again, man. And don't improv this time. You've used up all your time. Didn't pique my interest.
But what is it you want, Juan?
Like they used to say, if you gotta ask the price, you can't afford it. Returning to more pressing matters.
And?
What should we try next?
Did you make headway with the pompous ass?
Never met a guy quite like him before.
I told you.
We don't have a
Come see me back at my place. We'll talk.
Even a drop of
Okay. Patikin, have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you for the fun stream earlier today. Oh, wow, she lives real close. Oh, and I've got... Okay, so this would also be a good way to answer Tancrowd's question. In terms of skills, this is where I am. Like, I've got a lot of skills, but not all of them, obviously. I'm going to upgrade my stamina a little bit more, because I like that. And I have points in both things, so we could do... I feel like rotate jump is just one of those things that I'm never going to know to use. Slide jump seems pretty cool. Increase your overall movement speed and mobility while sneaking. Gain the ability to perform a crouch jump. Let me look at some of these other things. Jump off enemies sounds like it would be really cool. Oh, no, hold on. We have to do dash. Because I have dart right now, which is very brief. And this would allow me to do it for as long as I have stamina, which I have a lot of stamina. So we're going to do that one. Okay, so over here, there was actually like a bounty or something that required precise aiming. So I'm thinking about going that way. Although... let's do the precise aiming, because I like the stab follow-up. I love it when you can do this in like an Assassin's Creed game or like Shadow of War. It's super cool to do one stealth takedown and then like take down another dude at range. But we're going to do precise aiming for now. Juan's in there. Aiden, is that you freaking out on my doorstep?
Let me guess. He scarfed down 5 horses and had a hot young woman at his side.
A young man, but the rest is accurate.
He's a piece of work, all right.
Well, I need him to get back to work. Jack needs UV lamps and Juan's dragging his feet.
That'll be tough. Juan barely listens to Jack, so he'll be an even tougher audience for you. He has his own men and power base, and he loves rubbing Jack's nose in that.
And what can I do about that?
Same as everyone else. Bribe him. He likes fine art, antiques, expensive shit from before the fall. When he sees something that used to be valuable, he can't stop himself. 0 self-control.
All right, where can I find something like that?
I heard of an old Polish guy who lived in a penthouse by Liberation Passage. They say he was an art collector. You can try his place. You can only get there via paraglider. That's why there's a chance something's left. I'll be on the radio and guide you to him.
What about you, huh? Going on a hunt?
No, a party. It's Danier's birthday, but you never know when a guest list will overlap with a hit list. Why don't you come and have a drink with us when you're done with Juan?
I don't think Danier likes me.
He doesn't like anybody. We'll be in touch.
So I want to crack a window in here if you're going to be servicing your crossbow. Oh, now she turns the lights on. Why was that in complete blackness then? Anyway, yeah, we don't need to solve the mysteries of Lawan's electrical situation. All right. Yeah. I feel like we just keep heading towards our objective, unless there's something cool between here and there. Or it's late enough. What time is it? 15:25. It is getting down to the point where we could do a like a GRE zone. Let's head towards this, and then maybe we can do one on the way out. I don't need to go down. Unless I do. 10 credits saying jumping on enemies looks amazing when done multiple times in a row. The description reminds me of something you could do in the original Dead Rising. See, this one I can climb on. Like, this is what it looks like when they've got the bracings that will support your weight. Yeah, someday we'll figure out how to get to that. Get to that, the parachute one. Leave that person be.
Hey, I got one.
I thought there were arrows in that wall. He's really taking his time sizing Aiden up. Yeah, for the benefit of Tan Crowd, so far I've used a bunch of like tank gear, and it's been working out pretty well. I figured like I'm playing it solo, so like being a medic or whatever doesn't seem like it would be as helpful. You know, there's some benefits, I'm sure, but just being tough for the enemies to take down, I died a lot in the first couple episodes, mostly from gravity-related incidents, gravity-adjacent causes, but nonetheless, having more health and armor seemed like it was overall a good plan. No, hold on, I need to uncheck that again. There we go. Go to the art collectors. There it is. Okay. So yeah, I've been doing all tank gear all the time, and that has come with it some pretty good upgrades to two-handed weapons. So I've been just wielding this big engine block. Sometimes not very well. Okay, let me see if I can open this up. Czar's going to turn on a movie while they eat. Czar, thank you again so much for the resubscription. If you have a second before you go, what's the movie? Just out of curiosity. Because like I said, I think sometime soon we're going to get to watch Werewolves Within. Which I believe Mitch... Well, we'll go with Mr. Bones over at Divided by Werewolves really liked it. And I know you'll say like, oh, well, Divided by Werewolves. They don't automatically like everything that has werewolves. Okay, didn't quite get the height on there, but... No, can't get the rest of the way up. Okay. Oh, come on, Aiden. Even I could run several steps along a sheer vertical surface better than that. Yeah, I'm trying to get up there, but he doesn't quite want to grab that ledge, so... Man... Specifically trying not to wake up every single person. Oh. Wait, why did I think that it was right here? Have you saved this playthrough in videos? Yes. Actually, the entire playthrough so far, this is episode 15, and you will find the preceding 14 episodes all up in a collection right here on Twitch. And Twitch does not, in my opinion, do a very good job of servicing the fact that they support YouTube similar style playlists. But if you go to the video tab, and then up at sort of the top, you toggle it from default to collections, then you will be able to see all of the episodes in order. Not only for this, but for a lot of other stuff. For example, so we're doing sort of like a second episode of this. It was very nearly Spiritfarer, but Spiritfarer is such a chill game that I really do like playing it. Okay. On a Sunday. Like, I feel like Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening is going to be a great space for a Spiritfarer. I don't know why I'm climbing this building. We are not on the correct building. Also note that I'm playing with a controller because I really feel like the movement and the combat, it just feels right to me with a controller. Oh, this is... Nope, we can't go up there. That's a dead end. And we might be able to get this. Yes. Oh, and you guys, the controller died right there. No worries. That was a lot of stammering all of a sudden. We keep the charging cable right here just in case, so hold on 1 second. All right, you may hear a little bit of PC-ness here. And here in just a second. Thank God, thank goodness the controller did not die in like mid-jump or something. Like jump off of something and then it dies before I can deploy the wingsuit. Tankshredder saying, I don't know that game, and thank you, that's good to know. Wait, Dead Rising or some other game? I've often thought about... Dead Rising is one of the few games that I S-ranked on the Xbox 360. I got every possible achievement in that game. And a lot of it was going through guides, for sure. But... Sorry, I'm just moving one of the wires again. No, I got it. There we go. Dead Rising, the original 360, that's a rough game. There's, like, one of the achievements for, like, 7 Days Survivor requires you to basically go through the survival mode where it doesn't play out in real time, where you actually have to stay alive for, like, 3 days, but you do have to sit there and stay alive for, multiple hours, and you can't save and exit. You can pause it, but you can't just walk away from it. I did turn this on. Yes, I did. Okay. So we are continuing to try to get up there. We can only get there through a paraglider, she said. Well, I feel like... Just gonna pretend that was on purpose. Okay. So... I'm thinking that if we can grab any one of those rungs or the outside of that, that would also be climbable. I'm gonna aim at this. Okay, easy peasy. It also took me, Tan Crowd, so long to learn that you could go down ladders by facing away from them. Oh, we have not been invited. Some sort of vampire curse has decided that I can't go in this way. Zara is saying, actually, I know which movie. Down Periscope with Kelsey Grammer, Rob Schneider, Lauren Holly, Rip Torn, Bruce Dern, Harlan Williams, and William H. Macy. I remember... Crud, what movie was it? What movie was it? Was Téa Leoni in Jurassic Park 3? Because I remember having a conversation... Yeah, this was a long time ago. Where I said, I've never seen William H. Macy in anything bad, and I've never seen Téa Leoni in anything good. So I can't wait to see how X turns out. And I can't remember if it was Jurassic Park 3 or whatever it was. If Téa Leoni was in Jurassic Park 3, then I think that's the movie that it was. And yeah, it wasn't very good. I've seen Jurassic Park 3 a single time. It wasn't like Poison or anything. It just wasn't very good. For me, William H. Macy will forever and ever be the father in Pleasantville, which is like on that list of like infinity movies. We can say that's one of my favorite movies. I really, really like Pleasantville. So this is annoying. There must be something off the edge of this. There must be something off the edge of this. I really don't want to do this. Okay, we're inside. Jav saw it a long time ago, remembered it being funny. Pleasantville has, in my opinion, a super cool concept, an awesome execution of that concept, fantastic acting with, shit. Is that Topher Grace, is it? Oh my god. It's not Topher Grace. It's the dude who played in Lord of the Rings. Like 6 months later. Tobey Maguire? Is it Tobey Maguire? Yeah, suddenly I'm blanking on every single...
There's nothing left in here.
Daniel said it's a virgin spot. Keep looking.
Yeah, there's a couple like super specific genres that I like. I really like dinner party movies, with one of my personal favorites being You're Next. I think that movie is sick as fuck. Like, I really like You're Next. I also like The Gift. The Gift is another great, like, it's not necessarily a movie about a dinner party. Shoot. What the hell's the name of that movie? I always forget it. Shit. Oh man, I've talked about it on stream as well too. It'll come to me in a minute, or in the next episode. And then another movie that another genre that I like is small town movies, with Pleasantville and Mumford being very near the top of the list. I don't think that Mumford is a movie that most people like think very much of. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry, but it seems there isn't room for you in the helicopter after all. I'll try to send another, don't worry. I had to save the collection. Yours, T. And that went to Jessica. I guess Jessica was the art collector?
Took his paintings, but no room for Jessica.
Oh.
One romantic son of a bitch.
Jessica was the girlfriend or wife of the art collector. I didn't have any particular reservations about stealing this guy's art collection before. I certainly don't now. Salicom Hickey said that he also thought of William H. Macy as the father on Pleasantville until Shameless, which makes me realize that I didn't know that he was in Shameless. Oh, well, no, that's the way out, though. Like, yeah, so we've successfully lockpicked our way out of the quest area. 18th century town, sketch, Fields Impressionism, Still Life with Fruits, abstract, Lady with Red Hat, 19th century, Shepherds, 16th century.
Ah, a list of what he took, it seems. Juan would be pleased.
Juan, I didn't bring you any valuables, but here's a list of here's a list of things that were valuable.
Voice message from 5:36 p.m.
Mr. Bukowski, your transport is en route to you. The art collection should be on the roof already. As soon as the chopper is over the city, we'll call again.
The Juan. I think I found his stash. A helicopter was coming for this guy. They sent everything to the roof. I'm headed there to look.
Good luck.
This, it really did not expect me to have already been on the roof. Search the roof. So, here's the helicopter pad. I can't go underneath it. Oh, but we do have a searchable over here. And over here.
Ah, fuck. There aren't any paintings left. Everything's been destroyed. Hey, Luan? Found our collector, but no sign of his collection. Luan? Hey, you there?
Jesus, Aiden. I told you I was leaving.
Okay, quick thing. Nothing here except for a bottle of whiskey and one of vodka. At least the whiskey's the good stuff.
Juan likes a good whiskey. Maybe if you get him shit-faced, he'll loosen up, so to speak.
So you still in the canteen?
I saw him leaving. Seemed to be heading back to the ship, probably to his quarters.
Okay, I'll go there.
And listen, that vodka, Daniel is a big fan. If you're planning to drop by, which you probably aren't, but if you really want to get to know this city, this is the way. Just saying.
Okay, I'm just making sure that I don't want to leave the roof until we know, take the liquor. Yeah, see? I was about to jump away. Talk to Juan again. Or attend Daniel's party. Well, I will, but it's nighttime. And things get hoppin' at night. If we could possibly go do, or at least start a GRE zone. I know that I saw one before. I know I saw one before. Tencard was saying that they love Dead Rising, but don't remember the move that you're talking about. I also have forgotten the move that I was talking about. Let's see if we can get here. Yeah. It seems far away, but we are up high, so we should be able to wingsuit over to it. And if we could possibly get this started, that would give us some more, whatever it's called. This way. Oh, and the other collection I was talking about, like, so there's a couple games, usually here on the Channel 10, we're playing a couple... we're sort of like rotating between a couple games, and right at the moment it is this game, and then an altogether different game called Spiritfarer. It's sort of like a 2D side-scrolling, kind of narrative-y exploration game. It's very like kind-hearted. It's very whimsical and fun. It is as far removed from this game as it could possibly be. Hi, yeah, I just want to recharge my immunity while we're here. But yeah, in the collections tab, you'll find all sorts of stuff. Like, basically, to a large extent, every full playthrough that we've done for years is up in a collection on the channel. What was the very first one? Like, was it like the Order 1886 or something? If you go back far enough, you will hear a different microphone, but hopefully, one thing that we've always tried to do with varying degrees of success is try to make the stream look and sound as best as possible. And over the years, through a lot of generosity from the viewers, we've been able to invest in some equipment upgrades, like better mic and better streaming equipment, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey. Okay, I want to find a way in here. But the great part there is that sometimes when people discover the channel, like, sometimes people will be like, oh, well, the thing that you know, I like the vibe, but the specific thing that you're playing right now, it's not really, like, my thing. And then they'll go look in, like, the collections tab, and they'll be like, oh my god, like, I really like this game and this one over here. It is not uncommon to get, DMs between streams from people who are like going back and watching something in the collections tab. And that, I bring it up here because it's just super cool. I love the fact that people find entertainment in stuff that I can't believe how much time I'm wasting, by the way. Okay, here we go. I'm not wasting time, I'm trying to find the way in. Here we go. And the big thing is, like, Twitch they really don't surface the idea of collections. which is disappointing for sure. Okay, so we get that open. We go down the stairs. Get this open here, so we'll have a little bit of a fast track upstairs. So yeah, it is 2200, almost 2300. So we should have some space to explore here. People have shared that like this game used to be a lot buggier than it is. I feel like it's actually really well polished. Okay, so I will, as always, try not to get too caught up in executing every single zombie in the entire place. Yep, you just stay asleep.
Inhibitor container nearby.
Okay, I don't like hanging out in the chemical zone. Don't mind me, just compulsively looting every last thing that I can. Okay. Oh, crud. Nope. Oh, also, Tan Gamer had asked, like, how far along. Another measurement might be, as far as I know, I'm level 6. I might have leveled up with that last inhibitor container, but I'm not actually sure. Or inhibitor injection, whatever it's called. Okay, our engine block is about to die. We can craft another, but I just don't have the materials to do it right now. Tennising, that's exactly why I asked. I imagine it would bring in a lot of followers. The whole thought process behind it was, first of all, I love it when I encounter a brand, or like I encounter a streamer for the first time, and then I can look back at all the stuff that they've done in the past. Secondly, if anybody is going to come along and decide to follow, or go beyond that to subscribe or anything else, I want them to be able to see material evidence that this is a long-term project. Like, this isn't something that we set up like yesterday and now we're just sort of like hanging out here and expecting like tons of engagement. Like, I love streaming. I love playing games. I love sharing games with people who stop by. And as I've said, sometimes people stop by for one particular game. Sometimes people stop by for one particular stream even. But however long that they choose to hang out, like, and then every once in a while we'll encounter somebody like Luca. Luca we met, I think, round about episode 1 of this, and he at least pops in to say hello for almost every single stream, and that's awesome. I love the fact that we get to meet people and like check in with them and stuff. So yeah, anyway, the collections is, a big element of it is lots of people try their hand at streaming, and I think that's great. I think that everybody should try it at least once, to, you know, because you never know. You never know if you're going to find that it's like the most fun thing in the world unless you give it a shot. That's gonna be loud and annoying. So let me see if we can maybe... Nope. No? Okay, so this person's waking up. Don't want them to. I'm waiting, like, the yellow bar is his alertness bar. So we do see another dude over there. Okay, let's just be quiet. Anyway, the whole point is, I like the idea of the collections of people being able to stop by and say, like, you know, that they can see, wow, there's a lot of guys in here. Everybody gets it. So if I could take out the Wanderer, everybody else could potentially stay asleep. I'm very much going to want to stab this person with a knife if I can. Or I could even not stab him at all. Maybe just ignore him. Yep. Nope. Foxman is saying casually assembles engine block hammers. And hello to you, Fox, by the way. Now, Jab is saying I disagree, but I'm not sure to which part. Okay, that was a silent takedown, apparently. Oh, shit. Well, let's grab this crystal while we're here. Stop. Okay. I need an inhibitor, whatever it's called. Yes. Jab said, I went back and watched the Midnight Suns. I had missed one episode and an hour here and there. Yeah, that's the other thing. That people, you know, if they are enjoying a specific playthrough but can't be there for one particular episode. Like, Red Dead Redemption is a great example of an episode where, like, that game has a lot going for it, and one of the things it has going for it is a great story. And whether you've played it yourself or you haven't and you want to follow along because you're going through it for the first time, I don't know how to do this quietly. And I should probably stop trying, because instead I'm just doing it slowly. Fox McCloud likes the idea of Aiden just talking to chat while being stealthily and wearing a GoPro. If I had to, well, I mean, it's actually happened, where if I had to interact with chat while doing any of the things that Aiden is doing in real life, like even just doing it in video game form, I have tumbled to my death. Okay, let's at least thin this crowd a little bit. Oh, that was a terrible idea. I really should have used the knife. Through no particular effort, I do feel like I'm a higher level than this zone expects, and I'm comfortable with that. But we've done a lot of these where the enemies very definitely do not die in one hit, regardless of the flaminess of my big engine block hammer. Okay, we've covered 2 of the inhibitors in this zone. Tan is saying that Red Dead Redemption is an awesome game as well. Yeah, like, now that we have a greater capacity to stream, I don't often revisit old games just because there's so many new games, right? But the original Red Dead Redemption, pending news of like a remake, which I'd really love to see, the original Red Dead Redemption is one that I could be... like, that would be on the list of an older game that I played once, round about the time that it came out, and have not interacted with since then. And if I were to replay that, I would certainly, I think, want to do that on stream. Okay, so let's open this. Actually, I think I loaned Red Dead Redemption to HW. Because he got an Xbox Series X, and that game, they like added like a performance and, I don't know, upscaling patch specifically for Red Dead 1, and that game looks really, really good on Xbox now. But I'm personally holding out, not holding out, I've had my fingers crossed for a remake. Rockstar, people call it like milking franchises, but like, I don't know. If I hadn't recently played The Last of Us Part 1, I gladly would have picked up The Last of Us Part 1 when it came out. Like, I'm one of those people that didn't have a chance to play it when it came out. So that would have been great. And isn't that the version that App played? Yeah, he played, yeah, App got to play The Last of Us Part 1 with, like, the remake version. So is it milking the franchise if you're opening up that experience to an all-new group of people that didn't have the opportunity to play it before? You know, in this case, like, releasing it on PC. Like, that's awesome. I know a lot of people that don't have consoles that would love to play The Last of Us games and are looking forward to the PC release of the second game. Sorry, that person sees me. I don't know that I have a quiet way to take them out. I mean, we could try the bow, but... Nope. So I keep trying to left trigger to do the bow, and it is very much right trigger. Okay, because if he can see me through that grating, I kind of feel like I should be able to shoot him through the grating. Oh, fuck. Oh, so he can shoot me, can he? This engine block is on its last piston. Okay, Spitty, come here. Okay, my immunity is low. I'm feeling like I probably... No, wait, we can just step out here. Excuse me. Okay, let's just bathe in that for a second. Yeah, Crow was saying, yep, yeah. That was... Like, what an amazing way to experience that game. Oh, the physics engine was not sure how to handle that. Okay. It is almost 6 a.m., but I think that we're... Even if the sun comes up, I don't think that a volatile is going to drop right in our lap. Anyway, yeah, Rockstar remake of Red Dead Redemption in the Red Dead Redemption 2 engine, that would be absolutely fantastic. I would absolutely play that. Because that, like, you guys look up the year that Red Dead Redemption 1 came out, and then know that it was, like, within 6 months of that I played it all the way through start to finish. There's some very specific gameplay mechanics that I would love to see improved from the first game, and that would require like some extra balancing and stuff, but I feel like it's hard to say, right? Because you think in your head about Rockstar as being this like very perfection-oriented company where they put a ton of time and effort into all of their productions, and then something like the Grand Theft Auto trilogy series will come out, and it's just like this incredibly lazy upscaling that, like AI-based upscaling that was outsourced to another company, and modders have now spent like a couple years fixing. Wow, okay. Yeah, Ronan says that getting Red Dead Redemption on a modern platform would be nice. And the awesome thing is that for somebody like Mia, who never played the original, like, she would get to play that as well. I am all for game preservation. I really am. I think that the original versions of games should be preserved and kept available. I don't think that old versions should ever be pulled from sale. I understand that sometimes it might be legally required due to, like, the expiration of licensing or some, you know, who was it? Remember when Silicon Knights, wasn't it Silicon Knights? Remember when it was revealed that they had, I believe this was the legal finding, a lot of stolen Unreal code went into both 2 Human and X-Men Destiny. So those games got permanently pulled from sale, and Silicon Knights went under. I believe that's correct. No, I want to do the optional thing. To go to the party. Yeah, attend Dainier's party is this way. So yeah, we did it. Hold on, we did the entire GRE zone. Let's not forget to celebrate that. So, like, there's certain reasons that a game might get pulled from sale, and that sucks. But when a developer is willing to take the time to update a game so that it runs properly on modern hardware, or better yet, runs in an enhanced capacity on modern hardware, that's awesome. I don't think that's milking the franchise. Like, people, like, you all realize you have the option to not buy it if you don't want to. We here do not currently own The Last of Us Part 1. I'll buy it someday, but I wasn't required to buy that. I felt like $70 was a lot of money for a game that I just played, you know, an updated, remade, rebuilt version of a game that I just built, played a year earlier, so I didn't wind up buying it. And I will buy it some other time. That's the miracle of having it available. It's there when I want it. So I really appreciate it when they put that time and effort into doing it right. And yeah, also doing it right is, we got some air quotes around that because the PC version, my understanding, was pretty rough when it came out, but they're fixing it.
Happy birthday, Dainier.
Oh, so you have come after all.
Here, a little something to celebrate another year on the planet.
What do you want from me, Gajo?
What do you mean?
What do you need? Why the gift all of a sudden?
But the one said it's your birthday, so I thought you...
I understand the concept of a birthday gift. To get us a dinner wall.
Yeah, okay, listen. Happy birthday.
Lost the bet. But at least I have something to cheer me up.
A bet?
Never mind. Lavon is at the bar.
And hello to Jägermeister. Jäger, I hope that you're also having a nice Saturday. Oh, wow. By at the bar, he meant right there.
Aiden! You came!
You invited me. Didn't you want me here?
Let me get a bottle so you can catch up with us.
Ro? Off duty,
Listen, you know how stressful things can be sometimes. You get your orders, they don't make any sense. You're fighting the clock to get shit done.
Oh, I feel you. Trust me.
So, you made it. Luan won.
Who won? Is this about some bet?
Yeah, with Dainier. She was sure you'd come. Him, not so much. It's almost as if it mattered to her. That's unusual.
Here, Aiden. Drink. Nicholas's finest booze. We were about to play a game.
No, Luan, we weren't. Come on.
I'm out. Yeah, count me out. Too drunk already.
A bunch of losers. Aiden, are you playing?
Okay, let's do it.
My man! Rules are simple. You either answer an awfully personal question about yourself, or you must perform the dare.
Okay, wait, so if I don't want to answer the question, I get to pick the dare.
You wish.
We decide whether it's a truth or dare. If you don't do as you're told, you drink. So, have you slept with anyone in Villador?
No, actually.
No.
Are you for real?
Maybe the guy has standards. Fall in love first and all that crap.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Not everyone is like you, Ro.
Okay, your turn. I want to hear you play.
Fuck off.
Wait, what do you mean?
I'll drink. Forget about it.
You play an instrument.
Never mind. I drank. Moving on.
She used to play the ukulele.
Really?
Guys, moving on. Aiden, you play for Ro, and I dare you to ask Ro to sing. It's awful.
I will absolutely do that. Ro, if this was 10 years ago, I would say that Ro is played by Lance Henriksen, like, pitch down. His voice is very familiar to me. He's not Lance Henriksen, because if you've heard him in recent years, he sounds different than he used to. But I cannot quite place if this is another actor that I would recognize by name.
There. Let's hear those pipes, Ro.
Okay. You asked for it. You're my ragamuffin. You might think I'm tough and all, but I always have a ball with you. You're my ragamuffin. I know it's just a silly name, but you set my heart aflame. It's true.
Good Lord, shoot me. Shoot me dead before I have to hear another note.
Wow, man, that was something.
Okay, enough of this. Anything you want to ask the master assassin here? I always wondered about that hit list.
Shut up, bro. It's not your turn.
I don't care how the hit list started. What did you do after escaping Waltz? Yeah, I have that question. By the way, Jägermeister has a working weekend, but Thursday starts a 12-day vacation. Jägermeister, that's awesome. Harmonious Crow is asking for a definition of this word vacation. It feels very remote to me as well, Crow, but at the end of June, I'll be hitting a similar stretch, and I'm looking forward to it.
After you escaped from Waltz, what did you do?
Ooh, tough one.
I did anything I had to in order to survive.
All right, like what?
That's another question. Drink.
No, he's just making you answer the first one.
Who cares what he asked? It started way before that. When I escaped from Waltz. Frank helped me. He showed me that there's something else I can do with all my anger. Back then, I thought I'd join them. Be a night runner someday. Who was I kidding? They were wiped out at the VNC tower. Frank lost almost everyone. The night runners fell. Frank started to drink. Gave up on life. On himself. So, I'm not a night runner. But at least I have my list. Good night.
Did I ask the wrong question?
That's the beauty of this game, Pilgrim. Sooner or later, you get to the wrong question. I'll see you soon, I guess.
So Crow saying that Ro is voiced by a man named Glenn Rage, W-R-A-G-E. I'm not familiar with that person by name, but he's got a really good voice. Let's go to skills. Yes. Let's do health.
Gajo, here you are. Thank you. Thank you for the vodka. Thank you. Let's drink. For me, and another year in this shithole. You're not the worst, you know.
Why, are you finally warming up to me?
Nah, it just means there are worse assholes. And that I'm drunk. Where's Levan? I saw her with you.
Now we played the game, and I asked the wrong question. About her life after escaping from Waltz.
Gajo. You got her thinking about the past. Listen, and I'm not telling you this because I like you. I don't even fucking know why I am telling you this. But never ask Levan about her past. You get it? Good. Now, get lost. It's my birthday.
Okay. So I feel like I gave away the vodka. Isn't that what we were drinking? The booze that we picked up? So Harmonious Crow is saying that Glenn Rage was in It Takes Two. Now, Crow, did he play... So I know that in It Takes Two, the same actor plays both the male character, I don't remember their names, I've never known their names, and also the book. I think that I read that it's like the same person. Is that who they played, or was like one of the monsters? Just Beetle, not the main, it was just Beetle. Okay, I may not know Beetle. And then in Lego Marvel Superheroes played J. Jonah Jameson, which is another interesting thing because we played a lot of, not on stream, Lego Marvel Superheroes like within the last year. So now that makes me curious to go back and listen to it. So the next thing that we would do, oh, can we fast travel back here? Okay, so let's fast travel here. And the reason that I'm fast traveling, normally I like to traverse, but we are at the end of the time that we have for today. Wild. Okay, I'm gonna have to unlock more fast travel points. But now, when we come back for the next episode, it should be right here, right next to the zone that we want to go to. I don't want to talk to Juan right now, so rather than going inside, let's... Oh, it doesn't really save, does it? Let's go back to... Quit? Okay. But yeah, this was a great choice for a Saturday evening. The other option would have been Spiritfarer, but Spiritfarer, like, a game that relaxed, like, I'm really enjoying it. I want to play that on a Sunday going into a Monday. That's how I feel about it. Jody K saying, but I just got here. Well, Jody K, hopefully you can, like, Hyrule will still be there and keep you company through the rest of the evening. I am very glad that you could be here, and hopefully that you've had some relaxing time away from work. Also, you had mentioned in Mia's stream earlier, oh gosh, now I'm forgetting. I think you stopped by, maybe this was last night. Anyway, we're gonna call it here. This was a ton of fun. We're gonna go find somebody fun to raid, hopefully App, because he just raided the other day. I'd like to raid in return. But then we will see you guys hopefully as early as tomorrow morning for another stream. That one is a little bit more likely to be Riftbreaker in the morning, but we will find out. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.